Welcome to a new deep dive. Today we're looking at, well, a stack of sources telling a story that sounds straight out of a dormitory horror movie.
Yeah, it's pretty unsettling stuff.
Our mission is to pull out the key insights, the really spine-chilling bits, maybe give you some goosebumps. You might want to keep the lights on for this one.
Definitely.
We're diving into the story of Namita. She's living a normal life, girls' dorm, everything's fine, until Smrity moves in.
And what's really fascinating, and the sources point this out, is how fast that feeling of normal, of safety, can just evaporate when something unexplained happens.
Right.
So Smrity seemed okay at first, quiet, polite, standard roommate stuff.
Exactly. But then Namita starts noticing things.
Yeah.
Something much weirder than just like a personality quirk.
Something uncanny, right? Familiar, but wrong.
Okay, let's unpack that. The first really strange thing Namita noticed was Smrity walking around the dorm.
Yeah.
Middle of night.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just once. The sources say, what, 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, multiple nights. And the crucial thing here from the accounts is Smrity wasn't awake.
Right, not just wandering around insomnia style.
No, this was full-on sleepwalking. Now, sleepwalking happens, sure, it's a known thing, a parasomnia.
But this felt different to Namita.
Exactly. The way her fear grew, it suggests it wasn't just the sleepwalking, but something about the way she was doing it. The sources really focus on Namita's psychological reaction, less on, the medical side of sleepwalking.
Just imagine it. You're half asleep, it's pitch black, and your roommate is just gliding across the floor like a ghost or something.
Deeply unsettling.
And for Namita, this became this recurring nightmare happening night after night, really eroding her sense of safety in her own room.
I can only imagine.
And honestly, I don't know if I'd have done what she did next. She was, well, pretty brave.
What did she do?
One night, she decided she had to try and stop her. She reached out, touched Smrity's arm, tried to wake her up.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a natural reaction, wanting to help or just snap her out of it.
Right. But you know how these stories go? Sometimes it's the exact wrong thing to do.
And the sources detail what happened next.
Oh, yeah. They say her attempt was met with this chilling non-response. Smrity didn't say a thing.
Nothing.
Just stood there, silent, blank, like a statue, the sources say.
Wow. That silence, that lack of any human reaction, the sources note that can be way scarier than screaming.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's the void, right, where you expect a response and get nothing.
Exactly. The violation of expectation.
So the next morning, Namita tries to, rationalize it maybe. She brings it up casually, says something like, hey, you walk in your sleep at night.
Just trying to clear the air, maybe understand what happened.
Yeah. But Smriti's reaction, completely different vibe.
How so?
She wasn't the quiet, shy girl anymore. The sources describe her as furious.
Furious?
Yeah, her eyes looked wild, apparently, and she just snapped at Namita like she'd hit some deep, forbidden nerve.
So not just embarrassment about being caught sleepwalking.
Doesn't sound like it. This felt like a real turning point, according to Namita. Something shifted, something darker.
Okay, so that reaction itself is strange. But you mentioned maybe she was just embarrassed or scared.
Well, I mean, you could argue that, sure. Someone might react defensively if confronted about something weird they do unconsciously.
Right, it's a possible interpretation.
But the sources seem to lean away from that. The intensity of the fury, that wild look, it pushed it beyond just being defensive for Namita. And the narrative immediately goes into even stranger territory, suggesting this wasn't just a normal reaction, but maybe the start of something else showing itself.
Okay, so what happened after that confrontation?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting, based on the accounts. Smrity got even weirder.
Wow.
At night, Namita started hearing her whispering.
Whispering to Namita.
No, that's the thing. Not to anyone in the room, just to herself.
Okay, that's creepy.
And the words didn't make sense. Sometimes chanting, the sources say, sometimes crying sounds.
This sort of internal, nonsensical dialogue, it suggests maybe a real breakdown or isolation. Or for Namita, listening, it must have sounded like.
Like the otherness was taking hold.
Exactly. It definitely taps into those classic horror ideas, doesn't it? The mind under pressure, speaking some strange internal language.
So then comes the mirror incident. One night, Namita wakes up. Smrity's not in her bed.
Gone again.
Yep. Namita hears footsteps. That sound keeps coming up in these accounts down the hallway.
And she follows them.
She does. And she finds Smrity standing in front of the big dormitory mirror.
Just standing there.
Just standing, not moving, staring. Staring at her own reflection.
Okay. For how long?
The sources say for almost an hour.
An hour. Just staring into a mirror. That is Deeply unsettling.
Totally. Imagine the tension. Namita finally, very quietly, whispers her name.
Smrity.
Smrity slowly turns around, face pale, eyes completely empty is how Namita described it. No recognition.
Oh, man.
And then Smrity speaks, low voice, kind of broken. And she gives Namita this warning.
What did she say?
She said, "Don't try to stop me again, or you'll walk with me."
Wow. Okay, you'll walk with me. That's not just weird anymore. That's a threat.
Exactly. It changes everything, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It takes it from unsettling, sleepwalking, or maybe some inner turmoil to something that feels deliberate, malevolent even.
Right.
That warning, it's like an assertion of power. It actively pulls Namita into whatever terrifying thing is happening with Smrity.
So after that warning, what could Namita even do? The sources say she couldn't sleep, started locking their room door at night.
Which sounds like a perfectly sensible thing to do.
Totally rational response.
But didn't work.
Nope. This is where it gets really chilling in the accounts. Every morning, somehow, the door was open. Unlocked.
Every morning.
Nobody knows. And here's the real kicker. Nobody ever saw Smrity leave the room or the dorm.
Wait, what? No one saw her come or go at night, even with the door being found open?
Apparently not. It's like the basic rules of, needing to use a door just didn't apply.
That's impossible. But that's what the source says Namita experienced.
Yeah. And then, just 2 weeks after that mirror incident and the warning, Smrity disappeared.
Disappeared how? Like, moved out?
No. Just gone. Completely vanished. No one saw her leave. No luggage taken. Nothing.
It was like she was never there.
Exactly. A total unexplained vanishing act.
But that's not quite the end of the story, is it, according to the sources?
No. Because Namita, who's the source for all this, she swears. She still hears footsteps.
The same footsteps?
The same ones. In the hallway. Every single night. Around 3 a.m.
Oh, come on. Even after Smrity is gone.
Even after she's gone. That final detail. It suggests that whatever was going on, Smriti's presence, or maybe something connected to her, it stayed.
The echo of the uncanny remaining. Wow.
So we've taken this deep dive into these sources, uncovering this really unnerving story of Namita and Smrity. It escalates, doesn't it? From sleepwalking to whispers, warnings, the locked door thing, the disappearance.
Yeah, it leaves you with this really profound sense of mystery. And that feeling that some things, once they arrive, maybe they don't really leave.
Right.
And the sources wrap up with this really provocative thought, one that kind of sticks with you.
What's that?
It says, so maybe Smrity wasn't just sleepwalking. Maybe something else was walking through her. And maybe, just maybe, it never left that dorm.
Oof. That gives me chills. Something walking through her.
Yeah.
So thinking about this whole deep dive, what stands out most to you? Does this idea of something unseen just lingering in a normal place like a dorm, does it make you think twice?
It absolutely does. It makes you think about the spaces we inhabit, doesn't it? And those stories, those